Hello there, very good afternoon to you. You are watching Lunchtime News. Before we head into the news in detail, here's a look at the headlines for this afternoon.
President Maithripala Sirisena holds bilateral discussions with the Malaysian Prime Minister. Continuous raids to arrest individuals who mine sand illegally in the Mahavali River. Police seize 1,000 packets of heroin being transported in Nagahaduwa, Kalutara. Maria Sharapova returns to tennis court in exhibition match in Puerto Rico.
Now moving on to the news in detail, President Maithripala Sirisena held official talks with the Malaysian Prime Minister Abdul Razak as part of his two-day visit to the country. Several bilateral agreements which positively impact both the countries were signed during this discussion. A food exhibition and a cultural ceremony was held in the capital city, symbolizing the 60-year-long bilateral ties between Malaysia and Sri Lanka. President Maithripala Sirisena was a chief guest of the event. The food exhibition, which is being held to mark the progress made in the culinary sector of the two countries, also featured a group of star-class Sri Lankan chefs, including Chef Pabli Silva. Moving on to more local news, police say that continuous raids are underway to arrest individuals who illegally mine sand in the Mahavali River. Muttur police carried out a number of raids on information received that large-scale sand mining rackets were underway that even used backhoe machinery in their operations. As a result, police seized over 1,000 metric tons of sand that had been mined illegally. Our correspondent said that 5 individuals connected to the racket had fled the scene during the raids carried out by the police. One person has died and 2 others have sustained severe injuries owing to an accident which took place in Allapola, Balangoda along the Badulla-Colombo main road. The head-on collision had taken place between a private bus which was travelling from Badulla to Colombo and a lorry travelling in the opposite direction. The driver of the lorry, who was a resident of Pettigala, Balangoda, died upon admission to the Balangoda base hospital after sustaining severe injuries. 9 persons who were aboard the bus were admitted to the base hospital after sustaining injuries. Still in local news, an unidentified group has set fire to a luxury bus travelling from Colombo from Trincomalee at dawn today. The group had set fire to the bus at 2 a.m. and a group of officers from the Trincomalee police had arrived at the location following information that was received via the emergency hotline. Our correspondent said that the bus, which was set ablaze, had been operating without a route permit. No casualties were reported in the incident. Police have also seized a haul of heroin while it was being transported in Nagahaduwa, Kalutara.
The 3-wheeler which was transporting the heroin was raided through a decoy following information received by the Kalutara Special Investigation Unit. Police said that 1,000 packets of heroin were discovered in the said vehicle. However, police added that the individuals who were in the 3-wheeler had fled the scene. According to the police, 1 packet of heroin which is found in the 3-wheeler is worth 600 rupees each. The police have taken the 3-wheeler used in transporting heroin into custody.
Speaking at an event in Polonnaruwa, State Minister Vasantha Senanayake expressed these views regarding building a good relationship between politicians and state sector employees.
There should be commitment from both parties. If one party does not work, the other cannot do the work alone. Therefore, as ministers of this government, we should know to work harmoniously with state sector employees and make the maximum use of their talents. There are certain places where state sector employees do not have any resources. We need to understand this. It is unfair if we have high expectations from them if they do not have the necessary resources to execute their duties.
A conference to educate the public about the current status of the government's efforts in the education sector was held in Colombo today.
If the market is active, then everything will be priced. When that happens, people who can afford to purchase will purchase the goods, and the ones who are unable to do so will be given a 50% loan. This is the kind of provisions the budget allows, and the money which is obtained through loans after pawning their assets are used as fees for private universities. We will come to a place where higher level education can only be obtained from universities upon paying a fee. What I would like to say for the people who oppose the neoliberal system and those who are for free education is that there is no confidence placed in some people to join this endeavour, as there is a division among the people as to who opposes the medical college and those who oppose private education, except for the 6 members of the JVP. You cannot do anything having placed your confidence in Parliament. Therefore, I would like to invite all of you. The fight is happening outside of Parliament, and the fight is on the streets. We believe that leadership role should be assumed by the university students and the Inter-University Student Federation. The task of orchestrating a huge struggle against this is entrusted to us. Let us utilize Parliament to fulfill that purpose to some extent.
Well, that's a wrap of Lunchtime News. Remember, we are just a click away. If you want to know what's happening around, you can log on to our website, www.Newsfirst.lk. I'm Stephanie Lazarus. Your latest news update will come your way at 1:55. Have yourself a great day ahead.